Hey folks, welcome back to the MTG Sunday Jank-Off with myself, Ben Orbreak, and my friend AlbinoCheesemonkey. We're back in Standard. Final Fantasy is here, and I have one question to ask. Well, it's kind of two. Monkey, what is your deck's name and colors?
Well, Ben, vroom vroom. That's all I can say. My deck is a four-color deck. A non-black, no black deck called Mechanized Menagerie. It's a deck, and there's a lot of engines in it. Let's just say that.
A lot of engines. All right. Just random trivia, folks. For the old names of the four color combinations, the no black one is ink. Ironically,
Oh,
you'd
nice.
think ink would be black, but
Oh.
so it goes. It's named after some like legendary or Nephilim or something from Ravnica. Anyway, I am playing a failed jank. I have failed. This was supposed to be an Abzan rejank of the Vraska Innkeeper's Talent combo, but the deck just ended up being better without the black cards. So there's some synergies here. There's some synergy cards that synergize with that, but you'll have to see what is in here instead. We're just down to Selesnya, green and white. We're both reasonably happy with these colors, and it's called Bean Counters.
Is it a failure if you optimize out a color?
Yes, because it's not janky enough anymore.
Oh, that's true. All right, I don't like this hand, but I'm gonna keep it. All right.
All right. I laid brush land. You're about to have a brush with my land.
Mana fixed.
Oh, right off the top, it's half the deck's name. It's the one, the only, beans. Folks, for all those calling for Up the Beanstalk to be banned in Standard still, have you been watching Pro Tour Final Fantasy this weekend?
What do I want to do here?
I hope you're enjoying it if you are, but after seeing it, I'm very much not worried about Beans being a broken card.
What are you worried about, Ben? Now, you know what? Let's not go there. I'm gonna hit
Not
you.
on stream. Okay.
Assuming you allow it.
Cast a non-creature spell.
I did. It's
When
a
this
card.
vehicle enters, it becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Okay. You're about to roll some thrills.
That's right.
Show off your skills.
Zoom zoom.
Gasful chills.
Make my heart go boom boom.
Taking my pills.
Shout out to anybody
Rolling up the hills.
Hello, Spelling Bee Champ, otherwise known as my brother.
There's some counters. These are impending counters. In case you were wondering. And hello, Spelling Bee Champ.
Let's go hunt some sparks. Sure, I'll pitch that.
Unfortunately, all the words we need are basically written on the card, so we're not going to need any help from any expert spellers.
Let's discard a card. Discard.
Are you playing that one card that brings back a ton of vehicles from the graveyard?
I don't know.
I'm seeing a lot of discard and draw effects, man.
Would that be a problem if I were? Spelling Bee Champ says hi, Ben.
Hello.
Don't sound so sad about it.
I was thinking about my beans and my counters.
Oh.
And the Chandra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, well, there's no problem that can't be solved by more beans. Except for milling out. It's kind of bad if you're doing that. I can't kill your Chandra if you keep plussing her, so.
This is the Jank-Off, episode 25. I can't believe we're that. 25 weeks.
20, that's like halfway to 100.
Yeah. You took care of my thing.
Yeah, she's too
which
scary.
Made me sad.
I'm not going to apologize.
I take care of your thing. There we go. That's something I was looking for.
You're a monument deck also? I guess that makes sense with all the draw discard. Oh man, you're really angry today. Okay, but I'm not under any pressure. Monument can be pretty scary.
The bean counter.
Let's double the stakes.
Yes, Ben is so this is a co-stream. If you want to see Ben's hand, you can pop over to his stream.
I'm Ben or Break on YouTube and Twitch. We've got hands, folks. 2 of them. Like the stream has 2 hands. Like the game has 2 hands because it's 2 players. There's 2 hands of cards, but then each of us also has 2 hands to hold them with, figuratively, because we're playing digitally.
I haven't seen very many creatures yet, so I'm gonna pitch this. See if I can find something else. Yeah,
I mean, I don't like being down to 8 with a monument in play.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and get another counter.
No, I'm supposed to have all the counters.
Vroom vroom!
Yeah, folks, this card is looking pretty useless against this deck. I can present to you an Overlord with 4 tokens. I'll actually be 2 Overlords. I hope you don't have a sweeper. That would be embarrassing.
Well, you saw me pitch one into the graveyard.
Oh. Wonder what your other card is. You wouldn't keep 2 sweepers against me, would you? You'd just be like, hi, he's not presenting any creatures.
Yeah. That is kind of what happened, I'm gonna be real.
Is this lethal? Oh, that's lethal.
Well, I don't like it.
I'm gonna get... Do I get 4 map tokens from this? Let's find out. I get 4 map tokens. I'm probably gonna die now, but... Yeah, I'm dead. No, wait. Your monument, you have to wait until your turn. Okay. Okay. This is still dicey. Pretty dicey.
Am I dead?
Does that win the game?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not quite yet.
Okay, so I have how much mana? 8. Well, 7 on the board now. I'll leave that on top, but I think this wins?
Yep, I think so. You know, you could just hit me for the win.
No, I need the extra pluses. You said I was doing 14 damage.
Well, it became 16 whenever you put 2 counters on your bug.
Oh, I did. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to doubling season doing that. In my head, it was just 1 counter. All right. Well, we saw the beans. We saw the counters.
Yeah, I think you saw what I'm doing. For your reference, no. I just that card that drags the vehicles out of the graveyard didn't make the cut. Mostly, I'm digging for the monuments. Well, let's talk about it.
I'm honestly more scared of a monument deck. Yeah.
Let's talk about it. I'll go first.
Okay. Sure.
So, Mechanized Menagerie, for longtime fans, if you remember my exhaust theme deck, Nitrous Oxide, featuring the exhaust mechanic, sort of a Aether Drift special, during testing of that deck, I ran into a really fun combo that didn't fit into what I was trying to do, because that one was trying to get, you know, recurring exhaust abilities going with, you know, Training Ground and a lot of mana rocks, or I'll have to go back and look. So this isn't strictly a rejank. I guess it's rejank adjacent. But this is a deck. And so let's start with what I'm trying to achieve. The main point of the deck is Chandra. It is the linchpin. Hence why we're playing 4 of a legendary. One second. I have a pop-up. Windows is trying to vigilantly defend my PC. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Windows. Chandra. So Chandra, at the beginning of combat on your turn, you can crew a vehicle and give it haste, which is really nice. But more importantly are the Planeswalker skills. +2 loyalty for sacrificing an artifact or discarding a card, which is what we will usually be doing. and drawing a card. So, and then for free, you can get your own vehicle, a 3/2 colorless artifact token with crew 1. So this is sort of the main of the deck, and we're running that along with Monument to Endurance, which does a number of very good things whenever you discard cards. But sometimes Chandra isn't enough, so we have Artist Talent as well. You'll notice we're running 2 creatures in this deck, Ben. You'd be proud of me. I almost ran none, but then I saw a couple of cool legendary creatures, and I couldn't help myself.
Okay.
So the other idea of this deck is to play vehicles that either A, have value as artifacts with useful effects that can also hit you, because that is how I view vehicles and why I love vehicles. Most vehicles, I will agree, are terrible. I know, because I've played with every single vehicle in Standard at this point. Me and Sparky tested them all. Between now and the release of Aether Drift, we've been doing it for months. And I like the vehicles that either do that, such as Thunderous Velocipede, another star. Ben, you remember getting hit in the face with my Ride or Die deck with this buddy.
Yeah, that's pretty scary in that.
Which sits there and gives everything counters when it comes in. Notably, even vehicles, which is really nice because they're not creatures. They come in as artifacts, and then they already get their +1/+1 counter whenever they're ready to use them. This thing is also very effective at hitting people in the face because it's a 5/5 with trample. The crew 3 doesn't matter as much when you have Chandra. The other thing I like are vehicles that have their own get up and go, as I like to call it. Rocketeer Buggy, my other favorite vehicle that I've learned from Aether Drift. Whenever this one attacks, you create a token, and for 3 mana, it permanently becomes a creature, so it doesn't need to be crewed anymore. Notably, also, Chandra gives things haste, so if you play this and you have Chandra out, you can start ramping immediately. The other vehicle we're playing is the Gastral Thrill Roller, another vehicle with its own get up and go, this time with haste and trample. Notably, I like the synergy that if we pitch this one, or it dies, or we just attack random... I'm never not going to attack with it. You can discard a card, triggering the monument to get it back onto the field for one more go. And then Thopter Fabricator, which is another addition to the Mechanized Menagerie, because this one gives us little chump blockers and or Croopers every time we draw a card. Notably, whenever we are discarding a card through Chandra or Artist Talent, we are also drawing a card. Then the rest of the deck is removal. Road Rage, it's shock at its worst, and a lightning bolt that only hits creatures or planeswalkers at its best. Better than a lightning bolt, actually, with the number of vehicles I accrue here. Get Lost, just versatile removal in white, and Day of Judgment, because when I destroy all creatures, I don't have any creatures, because they're all in the garage, you see.
Very good.
So that is my Mechanized Menagerie, a smattering of my favorite vehicles and the engines with which to fuel them. Pun intended.
Pun intended. Good. All right, well, on to my failed jank. This is Bean Counters. The name of the game is Selesnya Value. Our build-around card is Doubling Season, because who doesn't love a good season of doubling? 5 mana to just double all your tokens and counters? What could be better? Well, maybe playing cards that actually impact the board when you play them for 5 mana, but we're doing some of that too. So unfortunately, we're only playing 2 Doubling Seasons. We're not getting super crazy with it. Probably also has something to do with the fact that I only have 2 in my collection right now. But Doubling Season, particularly good with Planeswalkers. I was originally testing with quite a few Planeswalkers, but a fair number of them have ended up in the sideboard. Main board currently are Elspeth Stormslayer and Nissa Ascended Animist, who we saw in our previous game. Having them enter with extra loyalty is pretty sweet. Having them create extra tokens with their pluses is pretty sweet. And they're just very powerful game-winning walkers on their own. So how do we get to these game-ending plays like Nissa, Elspeth, Overlord of the Mistmoor is making a ton of tokens? We need removal, and we're mostly running Get Lost, Temporary Lockdown for that. We need card draw. We're running Up the Beanstalk and Caretaker's Talent for that. It looks like I went with 4 copies of Sunfall main board also. This will suck in this matchup quite a lot. We're going to need to take those all out post-board, but they're here for now. We're really actually going to have a tough time answering Monument to Endurance. because the meta is just generally so fast that I just rely on temporary lockdown to take care of non-creature, non-land stuffs. But you're running stuff that's more than 2 mana.
Yeah.
So sorry, lockdown. They may have to come out post-board also. So we'll see how this goes. I think this is very much a stoppable force, movable object kind of matchup.
Yep.
I like my only main board artifact destruction. Is it just my one of Nissa?
Well, Get Lost doesn't do artifacts, does it? Oh no.
No, it does enchantments. If you animate your vehicles, I can get them lost, and
Yeah.
it does hit Chandra, which is good. But I'm going to be a little weak to Monument to Endurance for sure. Very scared of Monument decks. All right, let's get to this best of 3 now that we've done our blind best of 1, and see whose jank is strongest today and jankiest. I expect I already know whose jank is jankiest. Even though I'm so disappointed you're not running the vehicle reanimation spell.
It was there in testing, and I don't think I ever fired it a single time.
There's just better things to be doing in Standard. But are there jankier things?
I don't know. Alright.
Alright, our opponent has taken the play. This hand is unexciting, but I think we just keep.
This is not...
Most of our draws are good draws.
Yeah.
Right, time to brush my land again.
Here's a new land. It's a vehicle.
We're in town.
Potentially.
All right. This is another bad card against you, probably, but it's high noon, partner. I'm just running one of main board because it's good against so many decks in the current meta, but the jank meta is not the current standard meta. Very different than the tournament, which is probably still ongoing. It might have finished up soon. Spoiler alerts. A lot of the top decks are pretty fast. Oh, you're so talented.
Yeah.
We both missed on lands.
I'll have to check it out
I
after the
think-
stream. So maybe.
I think I'm just going to get that lost so that when you cast your next spell, you can't rummage for a land. Oh, you found it anyway. That's fine. I missed on lands again.
Uh-oh.
I kept 2, folks. I did. You saw. And if you're watching AlbinoCheesemonkey stream and didn't see, you can watch my stream also on a second monitor and see. All right, we're in some real bad shape, but I don't think we need the Sunfall.
Well, let's get up and go.
It's a pretty big buggy.
Yeah, notably I've missed my land drop, so this treasure's gonna be nice.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I can only end its ride. Oh, I can just... Oh, okay. So I can target a vehicle even if it's not crewed, but
Oh, yeah,
it
but
has
if
to be
it's
tapped
you
for
have
me to
pay
pick.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not gonna happen
okay.
very often in this deck.
This is a good card. We've got talent too.
I guess the question is, do I get a turn with Chandra? Get rid of this for now.
You didn't sacrifice a map?
I guess I could have.
Oh, this is
I'm just
gonna
not
hurt.
used to getting get lost. That's all.
Down to 10
Missed more.
versus effectively a trample creature.
There's a land. There's a monument. Let's discard one of these fabricators. Let's put on the squeeze. Get those engines running.
I mean, we only block 2 damage if we block and we don't even trade. At least Road Rage can't go face. Yep, we are dead.
We're going fast, and we don't even use speed.
I'll let you hit me if you want, I guess.
Okay. I do want to demonstrate real quick this is the actual combo that I found during the testing of nitrous oxide was the Chandra Thopter. Chandra plus Thopter plus Velocipede is the combo, because then you
get a free
2/2 flyer.
Oh, 2/2.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah, see, I don't know, it'll happen in just a second. Well, I mean, no, it won't, because I'm just going to kill you. But there's my 2/2 flyer, and there's your death.
Yep, we just missed on lands for too many turns, folks. That's all right.
All right. I think I'm going to restart my game, because I'm getting a little buggy and also a little laggy here.
A Rocketeer boost buggy?
Oh, I can't restart my game. We're in game 2. All right, I'll play through it. What do I want? I think this would be a good card against you. What else? What were you working on over there? Got a lot of... So I think I'm going to put...
So, folks, an ideal card for this matchup would be something like Fade from History, Cease Desist, or Season of whatever the green one is, because they can wipe all artifacts and enchantments. But we're not playing any because we play so many artifacts and enchantments. It remains to be seen whether that's an oversight or not, but we've just been kind of relying on temporary lockdown because it mostly hits what we care about. But then we're just going to come up against jank like this, and our lockdowns are useless, and we have to sideboard them out. Or maybe I left them in.
I've had to start considering that, because we do build for ladder, and then we come in here in our very, very strange and beautiful meta that we've developed together. My district's so commercial. I don't think I actually need that.
Oh, you're running some of the Tarkir lands too? Okay. Horror.
It just feels so good when I drop them turn 1, especially when I know it's going to be a slower matchup.
But then you got surveillance to turn on your verges. Aren't they just better?
No, because when I'm running 4 colors specifically, this just feels...
I don't know, Domain doesn't use these cards.
Well, that's because I am the king of jank, Ben, not the king of being good at the game.
Okay. Well, this draw is a little awkward. We might, as you can see, be missing a certain color of mana. But we played a card.
I'm gonna hit you in ramp. This little guy, I love. I love this little
Not
buddy.
bad.
I really do. If you get if you can get that cost down from 3 somehow, I don't do it in this deck, but it just feels really... Because the primary issue with vehicles, among many, is that they, like, if you don't have crew, what are you gonna do? Well, the answer is the buggy gets up and gets going, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in this case, because I don't have a vehicle for Chandra to get going, I will get it going.
Folks, I think we missed on land again. Yep, I kept 3 lands and still haven't drawn any, so I think we're basically dead.
Am I going too fast?
You're gonna get this best of 3.
Okay.
I literally have nothing I can play.
That makes me nervous.
Do we have any outs? I don't think we do. I mean, Beza kind of stabilizes us. But we need land Beza, and we can't do that in one draw step.
I think you're dead now.
And Monument just means we're dead, yeah. Alright, GG. I'm running 24 lands and lots of card draw.
I'm sorry, Ben.
It's okay. I'll get you next time. Because next time's coming right up. That's right, folks. We
That's
don't just
right.
do one best of one. We do at least 2.
I took a best of 3. I did it. This is history. This is Jank history.
No, you've done that before.
No, that
you
you're
have
right.
taken
You're
a best
right.
of.
I have taken a best of 3 before. I haven't taken a power Jank award though.
No. So I got the best of 1.
Yep.
You got the best of 3. If I get this best of 3, things will be close. And I'm not keeping a 1-lander, given how our draws have been. Oh,
I think I
why?
can keep this.
All right, folks. Will 2 lands be enough? They haven't been so far.
Maybe I'll get the airborne Balam Garden.
Balam Garden, comma, airborne. Very good.
Final Fantasy 8. Let's just do this.
Monument and Artist Talent is quite the combo.
Now, unfortunately, it's something I think I've seen once on the ladder before. I'm still gonna claim it as my own, though.
The occasional past RCQs have some Boros decks with Monument to Endurance and Artist Talent. Just combo killing with it.
I want a card here.
Don't we all?
Vroom vroom.
All right. It's high noon, partner. Wait a minute. What? Oh, I did something wrong.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I played things in the wrong order. This was supposed to go
Ah,
before the
I see.
high noon. But you didn't activate her, so. Ouch.
This does leave me without a rider, though. Again, the issue with vehicles.
It's not a very good lockdown, but gets rid of a couple of your things. Mostly that Artist Talent is what I was concerned about, because that's just so many monument triggers.
There's a starting town.
Good old turn 6 starting town.
Yeah, it's a little late. Let's go ahead and discard this card.
Which
Draw a
card?
card.
This card.
Make a guy. This has crew 1, so we'll use that.
It's summoning sick.
Oh, right. My turn to make a mistake.
That's okay. It doesn't really matter.
Now, I forgot to mention, this is what I like to call my garage. So my original idea of this deck is I wanted a garage of vehicles that just sit there ominously until the time arrives.
And by the time you mean Chandra.
This is a really nice
Spark
board
Hunter.
when... No, I don't want to do that. Let's just do this. You heard nothing. You didn't hear me say anything.
You're getting ready to judge me?
Maybe. Instead, I just had some road rage to get out.
Okay. Buggy be boosting.
Buggy do be boosting. Funny thing is you can chain crews sometimes if you have bigger vehicles. But these vehicles aren't bigger, so I'm just going to hit you with the buggy and ramp. Now, it is a creature now, so it's vulnerable.
Yeah, I think we're okay with this.
Ooh, a new card. Interesting.
That must be a Final Fantasy legendary creature.
Yeah, I mentioned I had them, but I didn't go over them in the deck tag. But it's not particularly useful to me at this moment. Ooh, here we go. We'll get to see this. Unfortunately, it's a little slow because it's tapped. But I think you've stopped my assault for a single turn.
Okay. We need the mana.
I think what I'm gonna do is because I like the buggy better. I'm gonna block with this one instead. Unless you might have a final ride to end of ride.
Who knows?
All right.
Your doom is impending. If only I'd packed Ultima from the new Final Fantasy set, which I'm curious what the viewers are thinking of so far now that it's out.
I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this thing.
Okay.
The garden. It is Amboard. Remember when this was a land? Oh, those were crazy times.
Yeah. Then it became an artifact, and then it became a creature.
Now it's drawing me a card. And making me another creature.
Another token.
Yeah. Okay. Taking out your creatures. Now, I present to you the legendary Final Fantasy creature.
It's Vivi. Viv.
For 0 mana at instant speed, you can add X mana equal to its power in either blue or red in any combination, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it and deal 1 damage to your opponents.
This is one of the best cards in this Final Fantasy set, folks. I don't know why they didn't make the mana ability a tap ability.
No, they
So we're
balanced
gonna
it
answer
because
it.
you only do it once per turn. Alright.
Yes, yeah, but by that time, Vivi's at like 7 power and can immediately attack.
Yeah. I read that some people were playing it in Pro Tour after I had already opened one and read it and thought, oh, that'd be nice in this deck. But I guess some Izzet players are playing it in their cutter decks, if I read correctly.
A lot of cutter decks were using it, yeah. Okay, that's some value. Oh, look, more value.
How much mana do I have open?
Man, how do we beat Monument? How do we beat Monument?
And then the Thopter can get up there.
I'm sorry, that Thopter's ride is at an end.
Oh boy. Not much I can do about that. I don't like that particularly. Jump. And this for good. Yeah, just jump, 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 jump.
No road rage? Okay.
No, I'll road rage
It's
now.
doubling season.
When it's more valuable. Arguably.
I
Well,
think
Ben,
we're still just dead, folks.
I think
Yep.
you're dead, because I have 2 of these
Yeah.
now.
Oh, you didn't even need to do that. We're already done board with the Thrill Seeker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But this is cleaner.
Rid of the board wipe.
All right, folks. It's all come down to this. We've got a board well.
See if I can put in some new cards here that people haven't gotten to see yet. It might make my deck worse, unfortunately. But
Oh no.
I think we're gonna go down.
Can we do it, folks? Can we win these next 2 games and maintain our chance at the Power Jank Award? Well, I'm keeping 2 lands. We all know what happened last time I did that, and the time before that, but... Four Chandra's, eh? And 3 monuments.
I'm not crazy, you're crazy.
Oh, we're just not prepared for this meta. Oh, look. Guess who hasn't drawn any lands?
Oh no. What do I play here? What color do I actually need? Probably this one.
See, if that was a surveil land, half of those verges would have been turned on, probably.
Yeah, but I
Just
already
saying.
have all the colors I need. In my bivouac.
So do I. I've got everywhere I need. Okay, sorpresa.
Let's shift gears.
My Velocipede is quite thunderous. With each hit, you lose 25% of your health.
That's true. Alright, Chandra can get lost. I think I've just learned that I need to hold my get lost for Chandra in this matchup. Even though she's still able to basically get immediate value.
A key part of the deck, for sure. I want to make sure my next draw looks good. That's fine. Let's get one of these in here. Stock up the garage. I'm a collector of fine mechanized artifacts. I have quite the menagerie, you could say.
You could say that. Okay, you're rolling.
You're rolling.
Thrillfully.
Pump it up. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Yep.
pumped up.
Let's pump it up again.
Okay. You'd be pumping. It's still a monument to endurance. It's possible we should have done this earlier, but I don't think we can take 7 here.
Oop.
Even though there is the possibility of getting it back. Alright. Let's start with Baze. Gains life, draws a card. Good stuff. Alright. Then go to Fountain Port. I think we need tokens more than we need pressure, so there's that. And hey, we've got a board, and you've got 4 Dave Judgments in your deck. What do you think about that? Oh, there's one. All right. Let's at least convert one of these tokens into value.
Yeah, I'll drop a monument for now.
Interesting. Let's start here. Did you know that the Eternal Wanderer has a mode that can blink artifacts?
Return the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of that next... Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Oh, okay, you just got 2. That's fine, also.
No, I don't want to do that. I think I'm just going to get this one up. And see what we can look for. Okay.
I hear that's a good card.
It's been known to be good, yes.
You attacking? You whacking? Coming in and cracking?
No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait.
Okay, here's your monument back. I just borrowed it.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, it wasn't mine. I just kind of went off into nowhere. Oh, that's a good card. I'm pretty sure if I blink the boost buggy, you'd have to pay to make it a creature again.
I think so, yeah. But what I can do is get this guy on the field until it comes back.
That's fine. I'm attacking. Because that's a landfall trigger, baby.
Blocking.
Okay, I'm fine with that trade. Let's get some more white action in here. That's another cat.
Careful, Ben.
Hmm?
Never mind. White action.
Oh, oops. See, folks, in Magic the Gathering, there are 5 colors of mana,
That's right.
all arranged in an equal wheel.
And all loved equally by all people.
Did you have to go there?
I think my...
I like green a lot, folks.
Well,
Green.
white is my favorite color, I will say. In Magic the Gathering.
I like green. Green. All right, hunting sparks.
Yeah, I'm gonna... I'm gonna sacrifice this map.
See,
Yeah, we'll do
in
that.
the Abzan version of this deck, I would have been running 4 copies of Terra Sunder.
I'm gonna make a treasure token here.
Yeah. And 4 copies of Terra Sunder would be pretty good.
Well, I should...
Face? Well, Nissa is basically our best chance of beating your deck, so I'm going to double block and trade.
Okay.
There's your boost buggy back.
I totally forgot about it, I'm gonna be honest.
I'm going to convert one of these lands into a card.
Okay.
Okay, now we have no capability of attacking down Chandra, but we can get rid of the spooky, scary monument. And we can share the horror of existence.
Do those cards that counter activated effects also counter Planeswalker activations? I guess they...
If you can, Planeswalker's loyalty abilities are activated abilities.
Okay.
Do I actually want to blink anything? Or do I just want a token right now? I guess I just want a token right now. Then again, you're running 4 copies of Day Judgment, so... I guess hit me again, I guess. Your treasure gone?
I'll take that.
Okay, that's not a Day of Judgment. Okay. Okay.
I mean, do I just go for it and force you to block? Probably not. I'm in a bit of trouble.
Hmm.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ooh, I might be dead. Yeah, with that fish, I'm doomed.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hmm. Yeah, this feels like a really weird use of Nissa, but... Okay, it didn't feel like there's any priority stick there, so... Let's... start jamming. Try to present lethal next turn. I think we just have such a wide board that making another token doesn't matter. Let's just deny you options.
Great. The draw will determine it.
And I'm going to pen this Overlord so it's not sitting on the battlefield for your Day of Judgment.
No, that's not gonna do it. But it will let me loot this from my hand, which I was holding. Nope, that's not gonna do it either. Okay.
Oh, we did it. Have your Thrill Roller.
Ah, but you fool, it's an artifact creature until the end of my turn.
Alright, it's the end of your turn.
Yeah, Ben's jamming.
Okay, well that was exhausting, folks. Can we do it again?
Now that gives me an idea about making a Gastro Thrill Roller blink deck. Can always be a creature, as long as you keep blinking. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
Are we doing a Gastro Thrill Roller blink deck now? Thinking about it.
I don't know. I know what I'm doing next.
You seem to have made a lot of tokens there.
It's... yeah. Really the deck name should be Bean Tokens instead of Bean Counters, but Bean counting is an expression, so
Yeah.
I had to stick with it. Oh, my camera is frozen, folks. Sorry, we'll be just online in a moment. There we go.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I put the pedal to the metal, or if Ben forces me to hit the brakes.
Your pun game's on point today.
I appreciate that, thank you. I don't love this hand, but I can cast the spells in it, so I'm gonna keep it.
I think this is fine. This is like the best hand we've had so far. Chat.
That's not good.
This is keepable. It's not the ideal hand for sure, but it's keepable, and that means a lot, given how these games have gone so far.
Ah, that's not good.
Okay, yep, okay. Sorry about that.
What am I, you?
What are you, me?
There we go.
So do you have any enchantment removal over there?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well it's doubling season.
You already saw a Get Lost, I think, right?
Oh, that's right. I saw I get lost. You have like 2 or 3.
Let's make you answer this.
Okay, how are we going to answer that?
Pull it up so the people can read it's a new card.
It's not... Is it that scary with your deck? It might not be that scary with your deck. You're not just going to combo off and win. I think I just play a really big Elspeth. And this is the little Elspeth, by the way. This is not the big Elspeth. But she's big with doubling season out. See, look at that. It's like build your own Elspeth.
Nice. What do I want here? I guess the color really doesn't actually matter. But I'm gonna go for planes. A Chandra.
That's not good.
Pitch the buggy.
Okay. Your vehicle's so crude.
Is...
Do I sacrifice tokens to protect Elspeth's loyalty?
That's what she would want you to do.
This is a vehicle that you can keep growing over and over.
Is...
But also we need to pressure Chandra. You know what? Might be a weird play.
I'll take it.
It feels really bad to spend a 5 mana value spell on a 0 ability. Oh, okay, this is better. We just drew a very good card. It's big Elspeth, and she's going to be huge. This is important because it can remove Vivi, who is a threat in its own right and a blocker. And then we can minus the other Elspeth. And with doubling season, that doesn't put 2 counters, it puts 4. With 4 counters, that gives us... I guess 2 counters would have been enough anyway, but... I was doing math wrong and I was assuming you'd plus, but you didn't plus, and I didn't account for that. Anyway, here's my board. Have fun with your Day of Judgment. This time I have Planeswalkers.
No, I don't have it. I don't have a Day of Judgment.
Okay.
I have another one of these.
Oh, that's intimidating, but less so without protection. Folks, be careful about messing with Chandra when you don't have protection. She doesn't protect herself very well. Oh, I'm sorry about the mana screw.
Oh, that's okay.
Alright, can we win? How does this Elspeth ability work? Put a +1/+1 on each creature control. They gain flying until your end of turn, but it would actually be 2 counters. This is effectively +6 damage. Currently I have 12, so that would be 18. And Archangel Elspeth minus is effectively +4. Yeah, I think we just win. Yeah, I think I'll have a little bit of fun. But
I mean, is it really mana screw if you only miss 2 land drops, though? I don't think so. Maybe I don't understand the concept well enough.
alright, our season has doubled. We took a best of 3. So technically, as it stands, I'm actually winning the Power Jank, because we each have a best of 3, and I also have the best of 1.
That's true.
But I suspect you want to go to another best of 3 and
yeah.
claim your
I also
crown.
made my deck significantly worse in sideboarding on purpose so I could try and get some more fun Jank cards on screen.
Did it work?
No. No, it didn't.
Well, you gotta step up your game, man. This is your chance.
It's my chance. All right, we'll go for it.
The power is within your grasp.
All right, I'll go for it.
You definitely have the advantage pre-board, and we're going to a pre-board game, too.
Oh, there's no
we
lands
cannot
in this
keep
hand.
our 2 colorless lands. All right.
There are no lands in this hand. Okay. That's fine.
You're fine.
Thank you. How valuable is our health to us? That's the question.
I mean, you know what they say, you only get one body, so take care of it.
Yeah. I guess I'll do that.
But you were probably more talking about your life points in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was.
Physical health. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you play them, the more you draw cards. The more you draw cards, the better you feel. Beans, for every meal. Your artistry is so talented.
It is. What are they working on there? Oh, we can't see. Something. Are they mixing the yellow and the blue together? Or are they pouring some? Oh, they're pouring. Why are they pouring the yellow paint onto there? Oh, sorry, I should play the game.
Wow, yeah, this is not a very talented artist. Now that you pointed out. I put the paint on my brush by holding my brush and then pouring the paint onto it. Right, you little guy,
Yeah.
or lass, or whatever you are.
Put that thriller in the graveyard. Get the monument down.
I'm going to demolish your bivouac.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
My mana, it was fixed. Oh, no, let's get this out here.
Alright, folks. Well, I'm sure anyone who has watched this show at all will know exactly how this interaction works. But I'm going to impend this 7 mana value card for 4 mana. Impending still counts as a cast, and up the Beanstalk sees, oh, you just cast a 7 mana spell. Have a card since it was 5 or more mana value. So now we got a card and some bugs. It's great.
I'm gonna ditch this because I wouldn't be able to cast it.
Ooh, did my demolition field actually do something?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I want the
Rolling,
treasure.
rolling.
Take out one of your bugs if you choose.
I will choose to trade, yeah. My bugs are not very important to me. They're not very valuable as blockers either, so I guess we get in for 2. Hush. It's time to double the season.
Well, I know the dangers of letting that stick around.
It's a trap.
Oh no, it was a trap?
That's not a card. That's not a card that actually impacts the board or does anything useful. It's Swinmore. That card's the only reason I could call my deck Jank. It's probably the worst card in the deck.
Oh, you tricked me. I should have hit your beans the moment you dropped it.
Yep, Beans or Overlord. That's a pretty good card. Now, even though it's the worst card in my deck, we're here to Jank. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to attack, and I'm going to play my other one.
Hooray! Ooh. Interesting.
The question is, folks, if we draw a land, do we go
this
this plus this, or do we go this? I think it's this plus this. Well, that does change our plans, probably. At least we have an attacker against Chandra this time.
Let's get a card. That's a good card.
That's a very good card. Oh, your artist talent, is that leveled up now?
Yeah, it is. Things are cheaper.
Yeah, that's good with Monument.
Get some land. Get an attacker.
Okay, folks, how much do you want to gamble that there's a non-land on top of our deck? I'm having fun. I'm going to gamble.
Nice.
We did it. We can kill Chandra without having to be wasteful. All right. Let's retreat. And it's time for some double trouble. Actually, that might have been a more reliable way to take out Chandra, is just use the counter mode from Felidar Retreat. But this is fine. This Overlord's going to be a lot for you to deal with. Okay, yep, you have the card. That's all right.
I want to discard the other card in my hand, though.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna pass.
What could your other card be? Are we still... Are we post-board now?
Nope. Pre-board.
Oh. That's a surprise. I thought it'd be doing worse. Okay, so... It's going to be a big Elspeth. She's got 10 loyalty. We're going to plus her and make 4 tokens. And then we're going to play another Beans and hope to draw a land. That's not a land, but that's all right.
Okay.
Do we have lethal next turn? I think so.
I don't know. Let's just do this.
Not if you judge me.
I want cards.
Triggers. Okay. 2 active monuments is very scary. Won't deny that.
Throw roller. Or not the throw roller. Sorry, the velocipede.
Oh, 2
Some
more triggers.
treasure.
All right.
New face.
Vehicles you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance and reach. And why is there a human rabbit? Folks, I don't think I understand Final Fantasy.
It's a race. This must be Final Fantasy 14. I gotta look at it. The only one I played the first 3 on my Game Boy.
It's
Long time
12.
ago. I think I just...
There's
no
rabbit
reason
people?
Yeah. Yeah, there are.
Okay. Okay, well, there you go, I guess. There's a rabbit person.
Unfortunately, I don't get the extra combat phase, because there's no way you're leaving that alive. Well, see, it's not a human rabbit. It's a human and a rabbit. There's
Wait,
2
so
of them.
the person with the rabbit ears is like just not a human rabbit, but an actual rabbit?
Like an actual... It's a race of rabbit-like humanoids.
So a human rabbit.
That seems really racist, Ben. I'm not gonna lie. I forget what they're actually called. Somebody can tell us.
It's the type line, human rabbit.
Yeah, but that's the human on the left. Is one of them. I'm assuming... I don't know.
Alright, well, this feels very silly, but I'm going to sunfall your one creature.
Okay.
Have fun.
Oh no, my vehicles no longer have reach.
I'm going to get all those incubators. I'm going to make a ton more soldiers. I'm going to landfall them, which I guess going wide doesn't really matter. Actually, yes, it does. This is fun. I will spend a life which might be unwise, given your many monuments, but I want to make more cats. Oh, this is going to be a lot of triggers. I didn't account for that. Let's just have some fun.
Oh, jeez.
Elspeth is turning into a crazy cat lady.
What do I even do?
Surrender. Or just burn me out with monuments.
No, because they can only do 6 damage to you right now.
Yeah, can you do anything on my upkeep?
No.
You have no
think
instance
so.
you could cast on my upkeep?
Oh, they trigger on your turn.
I shouldn't have pointed that out, but... You know,
But I only have
we
one
could have
card
played
in
around it,
hand,
folks.
so I don't have
Yes.
2 cards to discard. Oh, hold on.
Oh, Artist Talent has another mode? Oh, wow. We could have prevented this. You see, we have a Get Lost in hand. We were too busy making cats. Oh, no. Oh, you didn't have a card to discard
I didn't have
still.
a card to discard. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb.
I think you needed to activate Throw Roller.
Yeah. Hold on. Maybe there's a chance. I don't think there is. Oh, I just screwed it up. Okay. Because even if I do this to draw a card to get a card to discard, right? I'm not gonna have enough to activate Throw Roller. Unless that was a land. So. Nope. Okay. Okay. Oh dang. Okay.
I'm not gonna be BM and hit the token limit. I'm just gonna attack. To be fair, I don't think you would have saw the line in the first place if I hadn't said anything.
No, I was looking for it. I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you. All right, folks, we know the sideboarding plan now.
All right. Clearly, my problem is I have creatures in my deck.
That's the conclusion I always come to.
Yeah. I just don't like the targeted removal so much. Targeted creature removal. It's just not really doing a lot for me.
Quit targeting, folks. Are you sure, though? Because, like, Overlord of the Mistmoors is...
Yeah, but my targeted removal gets up to, like, 4 damage max, usually.
Oh, yeah. If you're talking about Road Rage, yeah, that's basically garbage against my deck.
Yeah.
It can hit Planeswalkers, though.
That is true. But your Planeswalkers come in at, like, 8, usually.
That's only with Doubling Season, which is... I'm already winning if I survived long enough to cast Doubling Season.
You seem to be doing a lot of token making, so maybe I should put in my anti-token card.
Do you have Pest Control?
No, I'm not wearing black.
Oh. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot you were running 4 whole colors, but not black.
And I think I'm going to swap out one of those for that, just so it comes out earlier. Go down on these. Let's see if this works. All right. You changed nothing about your deck. I changed mine for the better. Here we go. That's keepable.
I made changes.
I know.
Oh, this is probably not keepable. Actually, you're only attacking. Yeah, this is a really good card against you. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. I'm risking the biscuit. Your starts aren't the fastest.
No, they aren't.
Despite being racing vehicle themed.
This is probably the fastest start my deck can do, though. Well, you know, races are long, 3-hour, dragged-out, hundreds of lap affairs. So, while the individual vehicles are going fast, the race itself is very, very long.
What about, like, drag racing?
That doesn't count. I guess drag racing events are a series of small races, and those take a few hours, right? Because they got a lot of people who want to go fast.
I really just don't have the context.
Yeah. Let's get a monument now. Just to make you nervous. Let's spend that treasure to get this up and running.
Yeah. I really don't like monument plus artist talent.
Let's go fast.
Oh, that's another treasure. Whenever it attacks, it makes another one?
Oh, yeah. It just keeps going.
I mean, I guess we'll bound.
Okay.
It's at least a blocker. And your targeted removal's probably gone.
Let's... Yeah.
Okay. You're fabricating Thopters. You're running Fountain Port into your 4-color deck? Madness!
Sometimes you need a fish to ride the vehicles, okay?
Just try Mirix.
What is that?
Oh.
I think I've had it played against me, but I don't think I own it.
It also can tap for 3, tap and pay 3 mana to make a 1/1, except the 1/1 can't block, but it has Toxic 1. But Mirix can tap for any color on the turn it enters play.
Alright, I'm going to use this
Rolling, rolling,
We're going
rolling.
hard. I don't want to loot this time, actually. You can only block one of us.
Okay, well, I'll block the one that's a permanent creature.
And I'm going to use that to lay this down in case you want to do any more shenanigans.
Because I want to make blockers.
Yeah.
Okay. I really don't like this play, but I'm simply too scared of Monument. And you do have one card in hand, and I think Monument is how you come back from that.
True. Let's get a Velocipede. Ditch that.
Okay. And all your vehicles are crew 2 or more.
Yeah, unfortunately. We've run into the vehicle
All right.
problem.
I think it's just time to... I'm going to stay defensive because of my life total, but it's time to get in some doubling troubling. Oh, they're tapped. It's a good thing I left Beza back. It might matter.
We're gonna see the sorcery side of Ishgard of the Holy See, which will let me return my monument to my hand. I will then cast the monument.
And you have 3 of them in your deck. Oh, there's another Thopter. It's got a counter on it. Oh, that can crew vehicles.
Oh, I shouldn't have used that. Should have used my Holy See.
Holy city.
Now what do I attack you with here? Probably my Trampler. Yeah, I have a high enough life total, I think, to... No, my Trampler would have to do everything. Let's just fly over the top. Will off the top. A casual half of your remaining life points, or should I just kill Nisa? What does she do again? I don't want you destroying my artifacts and enchantments. I think I'm just gonna kill Nisa.
I think that was the right decision.
Yeah.
But it's bad for me either way. Okay, what do we do here? We draw out of it. Surely Beams will save us. Okay. Folks, it feels really bad, but I think we have to play this. Once we play down another mana. The horror. This is like the worst Vivian activation I'm ever going to do, but... Oh! Doubling season means she comes in with an emblem. That's pretty good.
Oh. Vigilance.
Do I just
trample,
die
and
if I go for it?
indestructible.
I don't think I just die if I go for it.
Oh, dear. Well, there's no reason to block. Huh!
Alright, kill me this turn, I'm killing you next.
That is unfortunate for me.
You might loot into something?
I don't have a card to discard.
Oh, right.
Can get one.
I think you found the line.
The card I just drew is interesting. Do that before I forget. Two, four. Okay. You can't block flyers, can you?
No comment.
Do I have it now? Is my question. do I have to wait? I gotta go in the air, but I would have to crew, and that would be 4, 5, 6, 7. Where would the 8th come from? Ah, okay. Alright, let's get in the air. Sure, I'll send that one too. 4, 5. Throw roller. Discard this card. That would have been a real problem for you. Got it.
Yep, you found the line. GG.
But I drew an Aetherize too, which was made me stop and think about letting you attack. It's really nice. Did the Authority of the Councils do anything for me? You seem to have sideboarded out of your...
Consoles didn't do that much on board. I don't know, folks. Maybe we want more of these. I know I said it was bad against stack, but...
I really need to go faster. Let's try that. Let's do that.
That's not good enough. We stuck to the plan.
All right. This feels a lot like Rule of 2 Orzhov right now. Down to the wire.
This is heating up. Okay, this is a good hand.
2, 3, 4. Oh,
This is actually quite a good hand.
I don't think I can keep this.
Is this our best hand yet?
Blue? That's not what I want to hear. Do I just keep this and hope for draws? Probably not, right? Well, I've already hit mulligan. That is a better hand. Okay, I regret nothing. So, yeah, and then we got all that. We got that.
You know what? If only I'd stayed in Abzan for this deck. Then I could have Ray of Ruin in the sideboard.
Oh, I'd be doomed. I'd be doomed.
Because it exiles your artifacts, so you can't recur them, and it draws the cards off beans. Because it's 5 mana.
I would have been doomed.
No coming back from that. The Ray of Ruin meta is coming for you.
I gotta take 1 damage to do that.
Okay, your buggy be boosting. Wood Daddy's here.
Indeed. Well, let's get going. What do you think of Boost Buggy, having seen me play it now? Not good, except in this very, very specific meta.
Yeah, it's still probably not a good card, but it's better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so if we do that... Yeah, Beza doesn't draw... this card in my hand isn't a good play, so instead we're going to make possibly also not a good play, but we're keeping pressure down.
Interesting.
Read this card, AlbinoCheesemonkey.
Look at that. Well, notably, isn't Vivian in a relationship with Chandra?
No, I think that's Nissa.
Nissa, I'm thinking of Nissa. Okay. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature on your... Okay.
You don't need to... I was decoding last name's Reed. That's all I was... I'm sorry. You don't actually need to read it.
I too have a card.
Okay. Acceptable. I don't love it, but...
I do want a different card. Okay.
I was worried you were just gonna attack Vivian down.
Probably.
Instead, we can plus to see what we get. Okay, I'll take a forest, I guess. We're definitely doing this.
Okay.
And I think we just want pressure on board. Even though Beza doesn't draw us a card, it's just life gain. And a blocker.
I'm gonna play a card now.
Oh, that's what we do in this
A
game.
little nervous if you don't have an answer.
Each player chooses 6 lands they control. Destroy all other permanents. Activate only as a sorcery. That's a difficult card for my deck to answer. I do have Vivian, but I have to give her up. I kind of feel like I would be giving her up anyway, though, if I let that thing live.
You would, yep. Notably,
Yeah.
it also searches for a planeswalker.
Oh, this is a good card. Your doom is impending. I'm playing right into Day of Judgment. You'll never see it coming.
Are you trying to trick me into playing my Day of Judgment too early?
What, before this Overlord of the Mistmoors is on the battlefield? You wouldn't. You would. That's alright. Non-stop bombs here. Fear my 8/8. Can't road rage that.
This feels bad, but...
Oof. That does feel bad. I feel for you. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, I accept the bonks. Let's... I mean, too much card draw can be unhealthy, but I think I do want this. I don't think you can out-control the control deck, my cheese monkey friend.
Nope. I just...
All right.
You have so many cards in your hand.
It's time for our season to double. I don't think I have lethal, but I could draw it. Yeah, that's not lethal. So, we will make a token. I'm sorry, I meant 2 tokens. We'll make 2 more tokens. We'll play this post draws, so that you're very dead next turn. We'll play that because I like it. Actually, we might be able to get an activation off one of these. Okay, that's 10. All ready for your next Day of Judgment.
Well, once again, another Jank-Off.
Boost buggy!
We come up short.
Okay, this is since this is probably the last of the set. I'm going to go all out and give myself a chance to deck myself.
Really?
Yep. It'll be a grand old time. I want to see how much damage I can do. That's not damage amplification, nor is that, nor is that. This is, though. Notable folks, impending an overlord with doubling season on the battlefield does double their impending counters, so they become pretty slow.
Oh,
All
awful.
right.
Awful card.
Yeah.
Those
It
overlords.
is.
They never even hit the board.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so we can't quite do that, but we can still get another landfall trigger. We can still double this up. We can, I guess, make our overlord fly like the bugs it makes. We can make another token. And smash.
Good game.
Yeah, I'm sorry you came so close.
Yeah, I just think you had some bad draws, but once again, you have the
did,
more powerful
but
deck.
It's failed jank.
Well, mine
You
wasn't
have won the
failed
jank
jank.
award, I think.
My deck did literally exactly what I wanted. I wanted to build a deck that makes a garage of vroom vroom vehicles that get up and hit the person. And I did it.
It was scary. Chandra was so scary. I didn't think that Chandra would be the card I would be most worried about in any deck.
Yeah, it's a
but
Chandra
that
deck.
was the scariest card in your deck. Well, actually, that's probably
Monument.
to be honest.
Yeah.
But Chandra, Monument, and Artist Talent all synergize very well together.
Yeah. Yep.
So there's a frightening package there, and backed up by Day of Judgment and some hasty vehicles.
Yeah, so what I got here is a really good Monument deck that I forced vehicles in for because I wanted to. So, if you ever want to use that really, really cool Chandra Artist Talent Monument with your sweepers because your vehicles are not creatures, or just, other removal, more targeted removal if you don't want to run sweepers. You have that really fun draw discard engine, and then you can build an actual better deck around it. But me, I jank, so I built a garage.
All right. I think we have time for a bonus game.
Sure.
All right. Let's see. I just played something big and rampy, didn't I?
I'm gonna go ahead and restart my client at this point, though.
Okay.
It's being a little sluggish.
Do you know what you want to play or what you want to play against?
I don't know yet, but I'll take a look once I restart my game.
Like it? Oh, yep, there it is. Maybe we should have restarted ours too, but it's probably fine. Keep
I wouldn't mind
rolling.
running nitrous oxide so just people can see the other Chandra adjacent deck that I had.
Okay.
That one is more creature based than vehicle based. It's the exhaust. Unless people are just sick of watching me play Aether Drift.
All right, I think I've got a deck that has a pretty even matchup against that kind of strategy. So I'm not gonna play control deck. How about some Venom Lack?
Oh yeah.
Red and black, Venom Lack.
I don't actually think I have Oh, there it is. Never mind. I've got it. So nitrous oxide is a teamer deck as opposed to splashing white for the fun board wiping. The board wiping with vehicle strategy, it was adjacent to Ride to Survive, where I love to run more mounts than vehicles, and split up. Very fun. Notably, you just tap all your stuff, and then you destroy their side of the board, and then if you're running something that untaps everything, then you've lost nothing.
Yeah, I remember that being a bit brutal against a creature deck.
I did have cease and desist and the green season in every post sideboard game there, but never saw them, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of generate enough different value engines that like you can destroy all my enchantments, but not my planeswalkers.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I would be okay, but that is a good card against me for sure. Which is also a good card against you.
All right, for a reminder for this deck, this
hand.
is an exhaust deck, and a Soul Cauldron. I think it's a Soul Cauldron deck, isn't it? Now that I'm remembering.
Oh, use the Cauldron deck. Okay, well this will be tougher. Sure, we'll keep this, or at least try it.
This is about as good a turn 1 play as this deck has, if I remember correctly.
It's about as turn 1 plays this deck has. It's not very impressive, but it's free booty, you know.
Let's get this insight going.
Our opponent so insightful.
Sure. Getting a real taste of Aether Drift today. Notably, everybody's favorite set that I've ever talked to. Well, I don't have any lands.
Oh.
Who needs them?
Alright, well, I'm going to go in, I'm going to attack, I'm going to play some free booty, and then I think we just want to do the snake thing.
Snake thing!
Even though we give up our Hex Mage.
Oh, we should have had a snake off now that I think about it.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Be blighted.
Okay. Hi, Cauldron.
You have 2 of those in hand?
Yeah.
Rakdos, I mean, well, I guess Rakdos can technically remove artifacts, but I don't think we can do it pre-board. I made this deck before the Steel Cutter meta.
Exile target card from a graveyard. Yeah, it doesn't do anything yet.
Yeah, you need a creature. Does this do anything yet? Maybe. We should see how our
Look at your
opponent...
Restless Events. It's got a big ant on it. Lava ant.
Yeah, the land turns into a 2/3 black and red insect creature with menace. So menacing restless ant.
Oh, sorry.
I don't get the theming of the restless lands, to be honest.
Oop.
Fear my 1/1 and my blight.
Yeah, who needs, well, I gotta do 2 things, huh? Okay.
2 blight. The snake is here, folks. Tremble in fear. I'm realizing we should have kept that other snake on top that we scried away, because I wasn't counting on us having these treasure tokens.
Maybe.
And I should have remembered that we'd have these treasure tokens.
Oh, those are some lands. Do I want the
Oh yeah,
Surveil
and Dredger's
land?
Insight can dredge lands.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I don't really think there's much I can do right now.
You might be dead.
Yes,
I think you're dead.
I am.
I'll let you have the joy of resolving the snaky blight triggers, though.
You know I love it. I can't be mad about the snake. My first
the
favorite
snake. Okay, so this card might actually be good against them.
card. What did you have there? Like a snake and like tokens.
I had a snake. It's
Oh,
tokens.
Ben, this was the deck where I got Enigma Jewel to fire and then killed myself.
Do you have any good targets for Torch the Tower, perchance? I guess Moltender, maybe.
Yeah, Moltender, Omen Hawker,
I'm not too impressed. Okay.
Sky Seeker Serpent. Whoa. What is even...
What is
good
even real?
here? Probably that. Don't want your forge popping off. What does this do?
I think this is good.
You're at sorcery speed. It's kind of removal.
No, I'm so fast. I'm so instant.
Really?
No.
I didn't see a single
You're right.
instant.
I'm pretty sorcery speed. I'm just such a sorcery speed player, folks. Spoiler alert, though. I think my deck for next week is going to have a good quantity of instants.
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
some flashcards, too. Prepare yourselves.
Maybe that's good.
Remember, folks, we stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 11 p.m. UTC during the summer. Because apparently daylight savings exists. Don't know who came up with that. Or who's...
I'm looking at this deck. I've become a better janker since, and I think it could use a bit of a facelift.
Look at that deck and
I think it
jank.
could use a bit of a facelift.
This is not a good hand.
Yeah,
It's really good if we draw a red source, but
keep that.
we can't do that. This is a much better hand. Do we... Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, folks. It's the right play.
A goblin.
A grease wrench goblin? Okay.
A grease wrenching.
Wrenching that grease.
I'm gonna go consult my dredger. Get some valuable insight.
Luca.
Yeah, why did I have Luca in this deck? Ah, because you can spend mana on creature abilities. This was an activated ability deck.
You didn't want to attack with your goblin?
No, I gotta save up for its exhaust ability.
Oh, maybe you want to block with your goblin.
No.
Oh,
No treasure.
Okay. Well, my mirth.
I
will
treasure
disturb
you, but I don't treasure your treasure.
I'm gonna get the treasure,
Anyway,
whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
your mirth
Um,
disturbs me.
I think we actually do play this out.
Good card. Aha, you
My
fool!
1/1.
It has nerfed itself. Alright, I do want blue, so I'm gonna hit the surveil. No. Okay, fine. Do you want to trade?
Not with my hex mage.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack for 1. So spooky. Then I'm gonna put my hair in some braids.
Is it just me, or did that attack from your Hex Mage feel a little spiteful? You may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker to each opponent may sacrifice from their choice. Opponent may sacrifice their choice.
Yes.
So if I don't sacrifice my Dredger's Insight, I'll lose 2 life and you draw a card?
Yes. But if you do sacrifice it, nothing else happens.
I'll get rid of it. There she is.
Okay, hunting sparks.
Why was she in this deck again? Just because it was a cool Aether Drift card, I think?
Uh,
I don't...
she can draw and discard, and you are doing some graveyard stuff, right?
Yes, that's right.
No blocks.
This was not a Chandra deck like the one that you saw before.
Oh, that's an interesting draw. Care to block?
Should I do a yeah, I will. Should I do a report every week on how many nice decks I got during testing?
You should, because I have all my emotes muted, so I never see them.
For that last deck this week, I got one. I got one nice deck. That person was playing a Final Fantasy Birds Tribal deck on ladder. Saw my Aether Drift. Saw my Aether Drift vehicle tribal deck, and we got that sweet, sweet, nice deck.
I think I think the chocobos might be there, not in terms of like an actual meta deck, but
Well, I had a bird deck
this is rough.
in the
I
wings.
guess we don't.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I do.
But it.
I don't like that.
Unfortunately, all right, I'm just gonna play a lot of little guys, little dudes.
I don't know. Grease Wrench looks pretty femme. Malt Tender, who knows?
Well, in the wise words of Hell, what's his face, and Good Burger, circa the late '90s, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes.
Okay. I'll trust you because
it was funny on Nickelodeon in the late '90s. So.
Why are you attacking there?
Because you don't have any blockers, you see. I was too busy thinking about Good Burger. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? One of the famous
for my
appearances
nightmare.
of... okay.
Okay. I'll take a jump.
This deck needs rejank.
And yeah, I think we can get rid of Swamp here.
But I think it's serving its purpose, you know? In showing how far I've come. Man,
hey, what's Chandra's ultimate do? Oh, whenever an artifact you control enters this album, deals 3 damage to me. Well, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, I couldn't get my card draw engine going well enough to ever get that high to feel comfortable doing the +2 every time. Oh, I remember why this was a draw discard card. See, the idea was to discard the Afterburner Expert.
Well, yeah. Or loot, so you can cauldron loot.
Yeah. I think I just forgot how to play this deck.
Why did you just attack there?
Habit from my last deck
No
I was
blocks.
playing.
Okay, do we have lethal?
That wasn't smart. Okay.
I don't think we quite have lethal.
Muscle memory. Too much gastral throw rollers.
I'm still a little worried about Chandra ultimate. I think we just win the long game, so here you go.
Ouch.
You could just sack Chandra there because she's gonna die. You don't need to block. My guy, what are you doing?
Not paying a lot of attention.
Okay, well, I guess it's a bonus game, folks. For better or worse.
In that moment specifically, I was thinking about my snake duck and how much I love it.
Is it an answer to snake? Did you draw an answer to snake? Because you're gonna be in trouble if you didn't.
I didn't, but I do want the snake to kill me, so send it in.
It might not. Yeah. In we go.
I'm just gonna take it.
Just bit right in the face by that rotten mouth.
You love to see it.
All right. Well, folks, that concludes our bonus game for this episode 25 of the MTG Sunday Jank-Off. We're halfway to 100. And you know what else we want to reach as far as 100? Not just 100 episodes, but 100 subscribers. So if you're not one, you could become one. I think we both have more than 25, which is we're on episode 25.
We're both in the 30s.
But I would like to reach more than 100 subscribers by the time we reach 100 episodes.
Oh, that'd be great. That's a good goal.
Get those thrills rolling, and engage so that more people can come and jank with us and see the jank, and because we're here to celebrate jank. We're not all about that Pro Tour Final Fantasy life where the no, I won't.
Spoilers.
I won't address the top 8. But I was disappointed with it.
Were there?
And I hope that changes come to Standard soon.
Will you spoil whether or not there were very many Final Fantasy cards present in the top 8?
There were not very many Final Fantasy cards present in the top 8.
But Ben, it's called Pro Tour Final Fantasy. Why would they?
Yes. Well, it so happens that Standard is a 14 set Standard with over 4,000 cards in it.
Oh,
So
okay.
a card has to be really good to see play.
Well, then why don't they
per
just
level.
make the cards in each set stronger than the cards in the last set?
Well, see, they're already doing that.
Oh.
But the problem is every time they do that, then there's another strong set, and they have to make another one. Thank you, Spelling Bee Champ, for the follow. And so it goes with power creep. I would have thought that just keeping Standard on a 2-ish year rotation would have been a great idea, but they decided to do that 3 years ago, a couple of years ago, and I'm not bitter at all about that. Not salty.
I haven't been long enough to be salty or bitter about it. I started with Bloomborough.
You joined just after the rotation. That should have happened. No, you're a year later. The rotation that should have happened.
No, I joined with Bloomborough right. I think it rotated then.
Well, yes, but that was the delayed rotation. Those cards
okay.
would have been out a year earlier with the earlier rotation schedule. Anyway, thank you for watching us old men jank off and grumble about how things used to be in the good old days. Hope you're enjoying Standard genuinely. Stay safe out there on the ladder. Give each other nice decks.
And don't forget to keep protection for your Chandras.
Yes, when you're messing around with Chandra, always have protection. With that, see y'all next week. Take care.
Bye.
Stay janky.